So we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list.
We knew because of the unprecedented early vote and the mail-in vote that it was going to take a while. We're going to have to be patient until the hard work of tallying the votes is finished. And it ain't over till every vote is counted, every ballot is counted.
Trump says he wants all voting to stop. Biden says he will fight any efforts by the U.S. president to prevent ballots from being counted. Welcome back. You're watching BT Vancouver. Thanks for joining us this morning. All eyes are on the United States today as we wait to hear who the winner will be. And joining us now to make sense of all of this is City News reporter Caryn Ceolin. Hi, Caryn. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Mary. Thanks for having me.
So we know 270 electoral votes are needed to win the race. How many does Biden have right now, and how many does Trump have?
Yeah, so if we take a look here at the latest projections from the New York Times, Biden is leading. He has 227 electoral college votes, Trump at 213. And like you mentioned, you need 270 to win the presidency. So both men just dozens of votes shy of clinching enough electoral college votes to win the White House. Now, if we look at the map, though, no real big surprises. Both Biden and Trump scoring wins, but taking several states that they were favored to win. Trump, of course, defending battlegrounds like Ohio, Iowa, Texas. None more significant, however, than Florida, which he took last night. The Florida, the Sunshine State, was seen as critical to his re-election bid. It was a must-win for him. However, it's not a must-win for Biden, and clearly that's exactly what we're seeing here. Biden leading in electoral college votes at the moment, albeit by a very slim margin. And what we're waiting for is for a clear picture to emerge now in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Now, these were the states that delivered Trump his 2016 win, again by a very small margin. He won them by less than 1 percentage point. That's how close the 2016 election was. And Biden certainly needs to rebuild that blue wall if he's going to get to 270.
Okay, so you mentioned some states are crucial, Florida being one of them. And which states are still outstanding right now, Caryn?
So right now, we have a few states that are outstanding, but the key battlegrounds that we're watching is Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and North Carolina. Election officials there are still tabulating and counting legitimate votes. And so, this could take days, or, it could even just take weeks to verify results in those states. Right now, we're just sort of locked in this period of uncertainty. And until we really know how those states are going to vote, we don't know who's going to win.
Wow. All right. We are in a situation here, aren't we? Okay, we know millions of people voted by mail. It was a record-breaking number. How many mail-in ballots still need to be counted?
Yeah, millions, Mary. Millions of legitimate mail-in votes still need to be counted. Listen, Americans have come to expect election nights that sort of unfold like the Super Bowl. But of course, frustrating that expectation this year was the tens of millions of Americans who voted by mail. And counting each ballot is an incredibly slow process with several steps. And in those key swing states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, which I mentioned, that pre-processing of ballots could not begin until Election Day or very close to it, which is why we're seeing delays in reporting the results. This has, of course, created an opening for Donald Trump to claim that, votes being counted after Election Day will lead to fraud. That is historically false. I want to be clear here that states have never called races on election night. The projections we usually get are from the media, and nor are they legally required to. And so the fact that they're still counting ballots after Election Day is not a sign of fraud. That official count has always continued for several days. It is just a representation of how states count ballots, and it is a totally normal part of the democratic process.
All right, we are in for a long couple of days. Caryn, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Grab another coffee or go to bed, whatever you need to do. Thanks again for your expertise.
Thank you, Mary.
All right, that is Caryn Ceolin, City News reporter, joining us from Toronto this morning. It is